Enough of this silliness.
Staying wild.
Staying wild.
Oh. Oh yeah, make sure you get that Coors Light bottle.
They got a beer bottle there. 8 in the morning.
Frat house. There we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Hunt Proof App. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
That's right. You got to go get your Hunt Proof app set up. There's a free version. There's a paid version. Choose which fits your budget. Do the paid version. It's not that much.
We have some snow bunnies with us today.
Last seen leaving Texas, baby. Lawson's covered up. He's got a blanket on.
They didn't turn the heat on?
What are we doing here? Why are we covered up?
What kind of fucking blanket is that?
Stoner's got he's short sleeve t-shirts and just chilling. Lawson's got a hoodie, a power hoodie on under there, and a blanket.
Lawson's being hostage.
No.
Yeah, I'm being held against my will.
Yeah.
5 inches and I got 17.
Sounds like a porn star. So how long are you going to be there for, Lawson?
Lawson was told there would be shooting. There would be ducks.
I should have been like, hey, Lawson, do you want to come up to Nebraska and hang out and watch it snow for 2 days?
I probably would pass, but I don't see us getting out of this driveway for at least 2 days.
There's not. I just looked at y'all's weather. It's not even supposed to be above 25 for the next 10 days.
Listen, Jeff, we're working on a loader.
I understand that. How the fuck you going to get home, Lawson?
We're taking it day by day.
We're looking at you now, Andy.
I understand.
Day by day,
Okay.
better and better.
So,
Alex saying that Ricky was going to leave last night?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was his plan, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was his plan, but I think they're leaving this morning because I think if you go south like an hour, you'll be out of it.
I can promise you, if you go south 9 hours, you're out of it for sure. So, Blake, I heard you're a big snow shovel guy now.
I am?
I heard you're into snow shoveling now.
Pretty much.
Y'all having to shovel everywhere y'all go?
Yeah, at the very least.
So you had to drive the guy from the deli you had to drive the deli guy to his truck?
Yeah, the guy that just bought the gas station in town, he couldn't get out of his driveway and he needed to go to work, so I picked him up and took him there and dropped him off.
You're like the snowplow guy for the whole town. How can you can get around and nobody else can?
This is what I don't understand. Like, Blake was out cruising the back roads today, sending Snapchats of all of the snow, and you got poor Lawson, who's never seen this much snow total in his entire life, and he's stuck. He's stuck. I don't understand this.
So we got highways. I live in town.
Oh,
Alex,
okay.
Lawson, and Stoner about 2 miles off the highway, and you can't get off the highway.
So they're just stuck. I mean, they could starve to death and start having to eat each other like the Donners.
How far are we away from cannibalism? I want to talk to base camp now.
Listen,
How far are we away from cannibalism?
Blake bought enough pork back in the summertime. We can live for a while.
Of course.
So what do y'all have to eat?
Very good.
Oatmeal.
Bacon, oatmeal. There's some Captain Crunch in there.
Butterfield pretzels and some candy.
Lawson's got high chews.
I mean, so this ain't like getting stranded at my house where Shell's got a house full of groceries.
You're at a bachelor pad.
Yeah, I remember them.
Like last night, and he said, I hate living in the country. I ain't got no fucking groceries. Should have planned.
Even my girlfriend was like, well, you guys didn't go like get groceries and stuff. I was like, no, we were trying to go duck hunting.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, y'all were only supposed to get 6 or 7 inches, right? Like not 18.
Correct.
3 to 5 when we left Texas.
3 to 5. So
We went to
This is the most I've ever seen here.
We went to Walmart the other night, and the lines were like 3 times what you would think when you're in a Ogallala Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of laughed when we walked in. We're like, look at all these people. They're stocking the shelves ready for this winter storm.
And that sign, you should have looked at each other and went, fuck, maybe we should get some groceries.
Look at all these assholes preparing.
You know what we went to Walmart for? Fucking
Nicotine.
memory card for Ricky for his GoPro because he didn't bring one, and look for white snow spray that we can put on the blinds to hunt.
And that was what was on the agenda that day.
I bet y'all wish y'all had bought some
Not eggs, bacon, milk,
blue
orange
box
juice.
macaroni and cheese would be really good, wouldn't it?
I got a 16th of a brisk iced tea left, and that's about it.
So let me ask you this, because everybody is like nicotine fiends. Are we doing okay with chew and pods? And I mean, have we got our nicotine?
I got plenty of pods in the truck.
We stocked up. That was on the grocery list at
Okay.
Walmart.
Okay. So we've got our nicotine taken care of, and we can eat bacon.
Seriously, just give me a rundown of your groceries in the house. What do y'all have to live on for the next 3 days?
Jeff's worried about food.
Well, we got drinks.
I'm talking about eating.
What else we got? Tito's,
Beer.
a lot of Coors Light, some Walmart brand maple brown sugar oatmeal, and a lot of Blake's bacon.
And a lot of Blake's bacon. But
You can live on
you're
bacon.
good. You're good. And you can make it 2 weeks without eating. So, I mean, as long as you got liquid, you're fine.
It was so cold last night when Alex was making dinner on the smoker. The smoker wouldn't get above, 300 degrees? 320. That was
it.
so good.
What's the temperature right now? I know we got a lot of snow.
10?
Hey.
Oh.
I just looked a minute ago.
What did it get down to last night? Like, what was the low?
Oh, I bet the wind chill was zero.
I think the real feel was 0 or 1, yeah.
It's the real feel right now is 1. It's 16 degrees there with the real feel of 1.
That's why Lawson had a blanket on earlier.
Yeah.
So
I will say the cold up here is nothing compared to the cold in West Texas.
That is true. We would be struggling if it was a Texas cold.
Oh, really? It's what is it? A drier cold or what?
No, I think the humidity is like 100% right now.
So it's a wet cold. It's the dry cold here that gets you.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
That's-
So
Brazos gets you.
Lawson, tell me. So the first day we're goose hunting, and we all know you're a duck purist. So first day you're kind of taking on the chin, like, all right, I'll go with these goose hunters and whatever. Where were you emotionally when the truck started getting buried yesterday? Like, at what point did you realize you were not going to shoot a duck yesterday?
It was pretty low because the field that we're going to probably had about $5,000. So I was doing everything. I was shoveling snow as fast as I could to get them trucks.
Can we walk? Can we get there walking?
So can we take the tractor? We can just throw up, in the loader. We can throw up a bunch of duck decoys and then A-frame, haul it out there. I'll walk.
How how close were y'all to the duck spot yesterday?
Mile.
We didn't make it very far.
You remember Blake a couple of weeks ago when Alex's dumbass got the tractor stuck there and was stuck till you come home at Christmas, and you said, I just can't believe they couldn't get this shit undone. And now you got shit strung all over the county.
Well,
I really thought I was coming up here. I thought this was going to be a pretty high-class operation. Alex would have had the roads cleared out, ready for me and all that, and it was not.
You should have stayed with Blake and Emily, and you could at least eat. So, Blake, are you going to go duck hunting today? That's the question to ask.
yeah, I was thinking about going up there and shooting them and sending pictures of Lawson.
Walk is to the highway 2 miles.
Yeah, you could walk there. I'll pick you up.
So you could get groceries then. If y'all walk 2 miles, then Blake can pick you up. Do y'all not have a 4-wheeler or something up there that'll get around?
Yeah.
Touchy subject.
That's about 15 miles from town.
Okay, what's the subject on this 4-wheeler? There's got to be there's a story here.
All of our snow equipment vehicles are 15 miles the other way at my shop.
Oh,
Can you get to the shop?
This goes back to the preparation thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
preparation is key.
Yes.
Well, Alex told Blake's hired hand to bring the tractor with the loader bucket back to the house just because we were going to get snow. But I guess he needed it for work-related stuff at the farm, so he took it back out to the shop and left it there and didn't bring it back.
So he's on.
So Alex is putting the blame on him, which I agree with him.
Well,
He should have brought it back.
the chain of command at Poppe Farms is kind of amazing because everything revolves around Alex. I've noticed,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and every time
Everything that's fucked up.
bingo. That's kind of what I was getting at, Blake. I didn't want to be that kind of person, but it seems like every time something's fucked up, Alex's name is in the front of it.
Right. When everything's running smooth, you can look at the forefront, and it's usually my smiling face.
Yes, I've noticed that myself.
God.
A little preparation would have been great. You know, we didn't have a lot. We came back from Texas Monday, and we were hunting Tuesday and hunted all day and went to the bar and won a bunch of money on Keno.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't really have time to prep for this snowstorm. So Alex should have been the one to prep.
He really should have been, because like he saw this building. He knew, he got the text message that, hey, everybody's coming up there. It's going to be this big time. Like, let's have some stuff in place.
So who won the Keno money?
Stoner and I,
How much y'all win?
$1,200 a piece.
No shit.
Wow.
Damn.
Keno was paying that day.
Yep.
I hit for $1,200, and then about 20 minutes later, Blake hit for $1,200.
So you and Blake bought all
Yep.
the beer that night for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Lawson, how did you do it, Keno?
He lost $2,400.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know what I put in, but I won $20.
So you
Lawson comes back with his first ticket, and I go, "What numbers you pick?" He goes, my favorite number times 2, Jackie Robinson's number," and then he picks something else, and I'm like, "What the fuck? That's so random."
Do you have numbers you play all the time, Blake, or is it just random numbers, quick picks?
Yeah, I play the same numbers. I have some pretty good numbers that usually hit, so I stick with them.
Well, there you go. What about you, Stoney?
There's usually one set of numbers I play on. Oh, no.
What happened? We lost you.
Oh, John.
The banker's calling me.
Uh-oh. Ignore that.
Yeah, you're snowed. If
Yeah,
you're
fuck
snowed in,
that.
it's a federal holiday.
So Lawson just had he just had a bad. He did win at Keno. Didn't get to shoot a duck.
We'll get to the Ducks tomorrow.
Oh, you're staying, Lawson?
He can't go.
Oh, that's
Where the
true.
fuck is
Where
he
the
gonna go
fuck
to? Look, he's stuck there for 2 or 3 more days. We might see him in March.
What are we in the clear here? There's no more snowstorms coming in the next week.
It's supposed to snow.
again Saturday, but it's only like 2 inches.
Yeah, that
so.
means 8. Could you imagine, Lawson, if you get stuck up there for like 5 weeks?
It'd be tough.
What?
You'd be sick of bacon.
What?
That has enough dogs for that.
So let's just say that they are low again, and you do get another 6 to 8 inches on Saturday. What is that?
Okay.
Just going to put you right back to square one, or can it not get any worse than it already is?
It can't get worse than it. I mean, it can get. I guess I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, that's what they said when it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Oh, it's going to stop.
That's what the Donner
Right.
Party said
Yeah.
whenever it started snowing. Like, it'll let up.
Look at that old fucker building a boat over there. That sure is stupid.
As long as these drifts are cleared out and we get 6 to 8 inches again, that's usually okay. It's when the shit starts drifting on country roads that makes it bad.
So,
Yeah.
how far yesterday? Because I got the snaps and it looked epic. How far did y'all make it once you, like, whenever you turned out of town? Like, I don't know where this place.
We hit on the highway. We made it 15 miles north, but as soon as we got off the pavement, that's when shit turned south.
How far did you make it off the pavement?
Maybe a mile.
Blake,
No.
Alan Poppe, you're too smart for this.
200 yards, Stoner says.
Yeah, it wasn't far.
But it seemed like a mile.
Well, where we fucked up was saying, "Oh, we're not going to go north and go through town. It's going to be a nightmare up there. We'll just cut off here and try our chances." But
Yeah.
that failed miserably.
The Perkins County, they really do not have duck hunting as one of their agendas, is it, for y'all clearing off the roads?
I don't think snow removal's their agenda.
They're cold also. They don't want to be out in this shit.
They don't. in that shit.
I bet they watch and they thought, look at them fuckers right there fucking that poor kid from Texas. They're just going to get his ass stranded up there.
All the fucking snow plows driving by on the highway could see us. Oh, fuck.
That even makes it better.
I'm sure they look. It's like, why they got that fucking 20-foot trailer behind that truck trying to go through there?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Y'all took a double axle?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
Let's-
Blake.
But Trey,
Do what?
That was our
What'd you say?
that was our issue, was pulling that trailer in that snow. It was no good.
Well, what about the other 3 pickups that were stuck?
They're
Well,
trying to get the trailer unstruck.
Oh,
You could get them out pretty easy, but that trailer is just like a fucking parachute, you know?
So whose trucks are stuck out there?
Nobody's now. We got them all
you got
out.
the tractor.
Man,
well,
Alex's is stuck at the end of the driveway, and mine's stuck in the middle of the field next to the driveway.
Yeah.
You remember when it rained a bunch, Blake, and we were like, "Hey, let's ditch this double axle at my house and just take what we need"?
Yeah.
Why did we not think of that on this trip?
Well, I thought about that when we were stuck.
what was bad is I was on that hunt too. So there's 2 of us on that hunt.
That had already seen
Yeah.
like, "Hey, let's ditch this trailer and just take the bare minimum."
This is not looking good for our Nebraska
mid-
operation for next year when it comes to logistics and bad weather.
That's what Ricky said when he got the video. He's like, or Lawson said it. He goes, "Who the fuck's gonna watch that and go, God, I can't wait to go hunting in Nebraska."
That's what I told I text Lawson yesterday. I was like, "Well, is it everything that you dreamed?" He's like, "Yeah, and more." He's like, "Man, this is really gonna
And more.
this might really put a damper on this Nebraska operation."
We usually don't say this,
I mean,
but
And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? On second thought, like I'll just not shoot as many birds and just go to Texas and enjoy that."
Right.
I got a little sunburn yesterday.
Max looks like the smartest one of all of y'all.
He does.
Mm.
He does.
But
What a fuck.
what a shit show.
Midway through, Andy, I thought, oh boy, the Shaver boys would be throwing a fit right now.
Especially
I go, we thought we had shit shows in Texas. This is even worse. We're not even in the field.
That's very true.
What is so seems to me like you're passing up a business opportunity here to get in the plowing business.
yeah, Blake, you got a tractor.
If it snows like this, well, I'm in the plowing business now that I'm back from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it snowed like this all the time, yeah, you can make big money just moving snow.
So does Emily work today or is she off?
She's working from home because we can't get out of the driveway.
Well, I bet she's sick of you already.
She is.
Is she is she doing like the typical government move and just kind of moving her mouse every once in a while y'all watch Game of Thrones or something? Or is she actually working today?
She's actually working. She's on a teleconference.
Are you bored yet, Blake?
Yeah.
I figured cabin fever has set in already.
Yeah.
At least-
ready to go shoot some.
He's been stuck one day in cabin fever's already
I've
set
been
in.
around him like that.
Like, look at him picking at that beard and everything. Like, he's just itching.
I want to hang out with my friend Stoner and Lawson, but I can't even see him. Can't even get to him.
This is
He can't have cabin fever yet because he can still drive around. He can look at everything.
That's true. At least I'm not them guys.
Why don't you take the tractor with the front end loader and go clear them out of path?
I can't get to my fucking tractor, Jeff.
Well, I tell you what, your employees suck. I'd send that kid, make that kid walk and get it.
That's 14 fucking miles.
He'll be in good shape.
he'll die. How far was the tractor that y'all had to go get to pull the pickups out?
We had to walk 200-300 yards.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's a friend.
That was a buddy's.
No, it was a friend of mine's tractor.
And it was an
yeah.
open cab tractor. It
I
did not
saw
look
Blake.
fun.
He looked
Yeah.
miserable.
I was soaking
He
wet.
looked like Santa Claus on the big night.
Why didn't you have your shin gear jacket on, bud?
Well, it was in the pickup. I was just worried about getting pickups unstuck so we get to the ducks, but I should have just stopped and put it on.
It's taking you 2 minutes longer, bud.
Why aren't you wearing your waders? Oh, they's in the boat. I was in a hurry, so
They're
I just
in-
thought I'd jump in here without them. So
Yeah.
you don't have anybody close to you that's got a tractor you can use to go get our boys unstuck? I mean, they're not.
Not out there, no. I mean, they're busy. I mean, everybody's moving snow around town, so.
Well, what about the poor fuckers out in the country?
They're fucked. Like if one of them had a heart attack, there's no way they could get to town to the hospital.
That's great.
No fucking
well,
way.
none of them took the injection, so they
Are
should
you
be
glad
good.
that Ricky is with your grandpa? Like, he's at least got somebody there.
Right. Yeah. That's the good part about that.
How many waffles do you think Ricky's ate by now?
Probably 42.
Oh, was he making waffles for him?
Yeah. Grandpa's like, you guys want breakfast?
Jesus.
So Grandpa's
only
just an open house for everybody?
A bed and breakfast, yeah.
Bed and breakfast.
It's Poppy's bed and breakfast.
Not only has Blake, he's got poor Lawson in on this. Texas boy Lawson. We had a film crew up there.
Yeah, the Arctic Expedition, Grant, Nebraska.
Yeah, that's the shitty part about this whole deal.
When did it start snowing? You left on Monday. You got there Monday evening.
Yep.
Was it snowing as soon as like y'all got into this winter wonderland, or was that on Tuesday when y'all were goose hunting?
It started Tuesday at midnight, so Wednesday. And when we woke up yesterday morning when I got up at 6 o'clock, there was fucking 10, 12 inches of snow already. And so we're like, well, it didn't snow that much, so we started heading out. Little did we know.
Now, what is this going to do to the bird population, do you think?
I'm curious. The thing is that wind's going to blow, and it's not going to be actually 18 inches of snow on the ground. But I think them birds will hang out on the river for a day or two here and try to go find some feed. And I think they'll find some. We'll still keep some. I don't know, though. We'll see.
Oof. This is something. What?
The thing is around here there's a lot of cows sitting in the cornfield feeding, so they're already digging down to the corn. So most of the time, if you're gonna go find ducks and geese, they're gonna be with the cows.
And y'all had a feed set up that had about 5,000 birds on it.
Yeah, we had a great week planned. We had a dry field duck hunt. We're gonna burn their ass, and then we're gonna go on 2 different spots on the Platte River to go hunt. Had it all planned up,
except for one key variable.
Except for one key variable, getting there.
Yeah.
So when y'all will get a hunt Wednesday or Friday or Saturday then, right?
Yeah, we'll be able to hunt tomorrow.
You say that. What makes you think these boys here are going to be able to get out of the fucking cave?
I'll have them out by 1, 2 o'clock.
Today?
Oh, yeah.
How are you going to do this? I just mentioned this and he shut down every idea I had.
Well, they're eventually, so it snowed all day yesterday, so it would made no sense to start moving snow. Well, the maintainers and shit are starting to get out on the roads and clear these country roads up, so we should be able to get to my track.
So you've talked to the Perkins County people, and you're set to have them out by 1 o'clock.
Yes, we got connections. We're trying to get them to our shop.
Andy,
pulling strings.
I'm betting you $20 right now that at 3 o'clock today, them fuckers are still sitting around picking their fingernails, waiting on fucking somebody to bring them some food. Other than bacon.
I'm not taking that bet.
Take that bet, Andy.
I'm not taking that bet.
He's not taking it.
I love you,
What
but
the
like,
fuck?
I mean, everybody's stranded.
Yeah.
So like,
The KU basketball guy is not in their priority wheelhouse right now.
We're paying our dues right now, Jeff.
so tell me,
Paying our
y'all
dues.
shot a band the first day. Tell me about this.
Jesus, I don't even want to get to it.
Lawson,
We were fucking.
Lawson, you have no
We-
have no ties to this. Tell us about the band.
Well, we were picking up, and about 10 fly right at us, right at the blind. And Rick and his friend Jake are the only ones with guns, so they shoot 2, and 1 happens to be banded.
What was
Well, first off, we're picking up. We throw everything out. We're getting all the blinds cleared out. Blake and Alex are walking back to get to the trucks and the trailer. And then, yeah, like Lawson said, these birds came at us. Well, they skirted around us, and they're peeling out, like 50, 60 yards. And Ricky just pulls the ultimate client move. I'm like, I'm gonna shoot these birds.
Yeah.
And shit, they knocked 2 out of it, and the 1 was banded.
So Rick wasn't
I see,
doing
yeah.
any work.
No, hell no.
That's what I got out of that. He's standing around. He's one of them standing around motherfuckers while y'all are doing all the work.
keeping a shotgun handy?
Do any work after that.
He didn't do work after that. He was filming.
Right, he was filming.
Yeah, quote unquote film. Like, motherfucker, you just shot birds. You better start picking decoys up.
Yeah, you better start some decoys now, motherfucker.
You're not the film guy anymore. You're the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, like this bird was banded up in the sandhills. It was a fucking 11-year-old bird from Utah. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? 11 hours like straight west of y'all?
Straight west.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Vern told me they're coming to Nebraska to hunt with us this year. And he's
I
like,
said, boy, wait until you hear this
yeah.
podcast.
He goes, we're going to stay with Grandpa and have waffles. I was like, I don't know if he's running a full bed and breakfast up there. We were going to have a place for people to stay, but so is Grandpa's house going to be a bed and breakfast for our clients?
It could be. He's had a bed and breakfast for 12 years, probably 15 years. So,
Oh, this is a legitimate business then.
yeah, he's done it for years.
How old is he?
90.
I've never had a 90-year-old person make me food ever that I know of. So does he enjoy? Does he stay up and visit with them all the time?
From the stairs. He can't get down the stairs anymore. So,
What did he ask Ricky and them? Like, do you guys know how to shovel snow?
do you know how to run a snow shovel?
You know.
Yes.
So are the bedrooms, are they down like in like a basement, or you said he can't go down the stairs?
Yeah, so he has his upstairs, then he has like a little mud room, and then it's the stairs going down to this basement that he rents out. So basically you can go in and out without him even knowing.
See, that would be where I would want to do, because like I don't like love your grandpa and all that stuff, but I would not want to have to, be up his ass all the time. Yeah, because he's gonna put you to work if you're just sitting there not doing anything. You basically pay to do all the honeydews around his house.
Yeah.
So
100%.
is there a maid that comes in and gets everything clean and ready before someone comes in, or are you the maid, Blake?
No, he has a friend that does it for him.
So what are Ricky and them doing? Just eating waffles, hanging out with your grandpa?
I just had a missed call from him. I think they're getting ready to leave.
So they can leave.
Well, that makes you feel like a real dumbass, don't it, Lawson? Trapped out in Have you seen these horror movies where shit like this happens, Lawson?
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on Alex right now.
Yeah.
He's wondering.
Yeah, if he shows up in leather with a crop and fucking a ball gag, you better be careful. Be ready to run. And don't let his girlfriend get on your ass, because she's a killer. She's not like Blake. She shoots shit.
That's right. Yeah.
Lawson has no idea what to do with this shit.
He's fucking bored.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know what to do with this shit. I've never seen this amount of snow in my entire life.
At least the power's still on for now.
That no shit.
I don't have the gear for this. I don't have the boots. I don't have anything. I'm a standing around motherfucker when it comes to this kind of stuff.
So if you
we're out digging out snow, and I look over and he's got lace ups on.
Oh fuck! At least he's not wearing his cowboy boots.
So if you could,
like Alex.
If you could get out right now, you would be fucking heading south.
No, he's waiting for the duck shoot.
No, if we can get out, we're going to shoot ducks.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Exactly.
Lawson is committed. Like, he's already fucked off 2 days up there. Like, we're shooting ducks at this point.
The real dick move would be for Blake to go duck hunting this afternoon without y'all.
They're going to be out by this afternoon.
Well, he says that, but I don't think so.
How? I mean, how can we get to the field? Are those roads going to be clear, you think?
Yeah, that's our next debacle.
Look at Lawson.
So even if these guys get out, there's a chance that you still can't get to the field until Saturday or Sunday.
Maybe not the fields, but we can get to the river.
I'll shovel it. That's where I'm at right now. I'll be out there all night shoveling it, making a path.
So, luckily, the one road that we can take, it's all pavement until about the last little stretch of it.
Right.
Can you even open your door? Have y'all shoveled y'all's door around it?
Well, to the house?
Yes.
Well, the snow drifts have blown away from the door and kind of piled up in the middle of the yard.
So y'all have got a path to the driveway then?
Oh, yeah.
Is Alex's girlfriend there with y'all?
One footprint. You just got to walk in the footprints on the way out there.
Is Alex's girlfriend there with y'all, or she's not there either?
She'll be there.
Cool.
So it's just three hard dicks sitting in a house together.
Well,
Yeah.
but he's easy on the hard part.
Okay.
3 dicks sitting in a house.
Old kid, Jeff.
So
Andy, seen it yesterday. The third time I got stuck with my pickup in the trailer, I was buried so deep I had to crawl out my window. I couldn't get my door open.
no way.
I bet that was a sight, especially after he put Logan in his window the other night here at the lodge.
So do you go out? Do you go out head first or feet first?
I went feet first out. I crawled all around, honked the horn twice.
We're gonna get to a help step, bro. I'm stuck situation.
Help! I'm stuck in my window.
Yeah.
That I mean, that is smart to go out feet first. So I can. Oh, it's a pain in the ass to do it, though. I can imagine.
Oh, it was terrible. And I got all fine, and then it hit my belly, and I got stuck. Oh, just.
Fat guy freezes
And I
to
got
death in his
another
window in Nebraska.
It's just fucking high center teeter tottering.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was funny listening to Alex and Blake yell at each other for about 2 hours
When
when we were trying to get all the trucks unstuck.
Lawson said, "God damn, you can't even tell the brothers."
what were they screaming at each other about?
God damn it, Alex! I backed the trailer upright. Pulling on the trailer.
That's the Tony and Jeff Stanfield method right there. I can relate to that one, Blake.
He couldn't back up without getting the trailer all cockeyed, so I hooked the chain to the tractor up to the trailer and tried to pull him straight, and he couldn't keep it fucking straight, and he acted like I was a fucking idiot. It's not that goddamn hard. I'm pulling you. Keep it straight.
The truck and the trailer just sliding across the road, just going back and forth.
I about backed into my pickup 4 fucking times.
Ooh. Then you would have seen Blake lose his shit if he'd have fucking scratched that pickup.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have lost my shit.
So I want to know, Stoner and Lawson, you both decided to head to Nebraska instead of being with your significant other. Are they low-key happy that this misery has set upon y'all?
I'm sure they are, because I told her, I said, look, Rick's going up to film this week. We're going to do some filming. And then there's a couple buddies that are coming to hunt the beginning of next week. After that, assess the situation. I'll probably head home for my birthday. See if Jeff can book some other people, blah, 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 you know. Well, now it seems like we're just dicking around all week because we can't do shit. So it's like, fuck, you could have came home then.
Right. Yeah.
So she needs to work on her sense of humor about this.
Outside looking in.
Monday morning quarterback. Lawson, what about your significant other?
Well, tomorrow is her birthday.
Okay. And you're snowed in Nebraska.
Y'all are some amateurs, boy, I tell you.
Well, I had a talk with Emily before I came up there, and I said, hey, this is once in a lifetime chance to hunt the Platte River with 5 inches of snow.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Picturesque type moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
The shit you see on commercials.
Yeah. And I said, you know, your birthday's coming up, but if I was
Right. That's
he's like, okay. And I was like, well, I'm just going to head north. And she said, all right, well, just try to make it back as soon as you can. I said, all right.
See you in February.
And now we're here. See you the snow.
And now we're here. But I got to imagine that both of them are kind of like, told them, I knew their asses should have come back here and spent time with mama instead of going to fucking Nebraska.
I don't know Josh's girlfriend. I'll meet her in Mexico. I know Emily. Emily's pretty cool. I think Emily's probably pretty okay with it.
No, they're both happy that that they're miserable, that they are not shooting ducks, that they're stuck in a house. Food is running low. Supplies are running low. They are relishing
They're not
in their
feeling sorry
misery.
for 'em?
Fuck no. Because if this was Jesse, she'd be like, get what you get. Told you.
She was telling me last night, she was like, well, you guys got stuck in the morning when the snow just started, and now you try to get stuck again, leaving to go to the bar to get dinner and food. She's like, well, you guys are idiots for even thinking that you can go do that stuff. I was like, well, yeah, you're right, but we got to the house. We thought we could leave the house too.
It's a valid point.
So y'all got, okay, I want to rephrase this. So y'all, or rehash this. Y'all got stuck yesterday morning. Then you got home. Then you decided to get out to go to the bar and got stuck again
Just
last
like
night.
he said, though, we got to the house.
I understand, but so I'm getting this right. So then y'all had to walk back to the house from the stuck trucks.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
sounds.
The bar makes it sound bad. It makes it sound like we're alcoholics.
That's the only place open to eat.
Right.
I wasn't judging you for that. I would be at the bar now probably, and I'm not even a drinker, but that would be the place to go. I bet it's having a good time down there right now.
I bet it's a happening fucking place right
I'm
now.
surprised Blake and Emily aren't there right now.
Well, Emily's at work moving her mouse.
Yeah. We tried to go. We were leaving town to go meet them at the bar, and they're like, we're stuck. So we were gonna go get them unstuck. Emily goes, "Ain't no fucking way we're doing
Not
that."
happening.
She was right. We did. We
So y'all went to the
I think-
bar,
I
right?
think-
That's when you called me, right?
Yeah.
Did y'all go to the bar last
think-
night, Blake?
No, we just came home.
Ah, makes sense. Dinner and a movie.
Yep.
Yeah. I understand.
You know, it's just got to be grinding Lawson's gears, though. I mean, he drove up. He's from Texas.
Where it never gets cold.
Gets to do the snow duck hunt on the Platte River, and he's 8 miles away from the river and can't do a fucking thing.
I've been in these situations before.
I was born for this.
I just wish Happy was stuck with y'all right now.
Oh my God! Could you? That would just be great. That would top everything off. Oh, if
What?
fucking Happy could have been there. What? Oh,
Oh,
that's the
fuck.
snow.
My hired hand is a half a mile away from the shop, and he can't get any further.
See,
So he's stuck now, right?
that's the ride out.
I don't know.
Is this the male guy? Is that hired hand?
No, it's Sean.
Fucking Sean.
Um,
So did Alex get y'all's lunch prepared yet or breakfast?
Miles far of a walk.
do what?
A half mile is not that far of a walk.
It's not really.
That's no.
It's not really.
Not when it's you stranded. When it's someone else stranded, it's fucking 3 miles away, and you said, "Fuck it, I'm going back home."
Yeah.
Sean's the kind of person that'd be stuck a half mile. Well, not even stuck, but just can't get to it a half mile away. And he would turn around and go
That's
home.
what I figured he did.
Now, Blake, tell me what was running through your mind whenever you get all the pickup stuck and you're like, okay, I can go a couple 100 yards and I can get this open cab tractor. Tell me about that walk to the tractor. What was going through your mind?
Well, Alex and I both were walking back.
Oh, that's good.
And we're halfway there, and Alex looks at me, and I look at him, and he goes, "We're fucked." As soon as we get the pickups out, we're no way we can go to the fucking field.
Right. And at
said-
what point do mine and Zach's negative attitude enter your mind?
When I was in the tractor, pulling trucks out for the third, fourth time, and moving around, yelling at Alex, I go, "God damn, these boys would love this."
Shaver boys would have got real
It was
negative real fast.
It was almost worse than our Milo debacle that morning.
Which one?
When y'all got
Where
stuck and got
Zach
the
and I-
Ranger stuck
I'd stuck.
across from the Hearn.
Oh, that day.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because I mean, obviously we got stuck in the field. But
Yeah, we had a trailer stuck there for 3 weeks.
no. I mean, like we were on the highway.
Right. But the
Like-
trailer wasn't.
Well, no, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
It was balls deep, about 400 yards off.
Balls deep.
I keep thinking back to our time in Oklahoma when we did have winter that one year. Jeff and I.
Yeah.
It was just
No.
Jeff and I. Jeff got stuck once a day.
Yeah.
That's how we made connections in Oklahoma the first time. Jeff would get stuck and he'd have to
Flag somebody
he'd
down.
flag a farmer down, and it happened to be his field.
Got to be friends with a lot of people.
I'm up here duck hunting, and I need you to pull me out.
One day I just slid and I slid off in the ditch. I could see Andy through my binoculars hunting, so I watched Andy hunt for about an hour and a half. And the guy come and picked me up, and this is no shit. He backed within 10 yards of my truck, hooked a chain up, and pulled me up. He didn't even have to use 4-wheel drive. Pulled me right out, got on the road.
Oh.
Good guy, become good friends, hunted on him many times after that. But that's kind of, Josh is having some of that good bacon that Blake's buying for him.
It was really kind of shitty making that phone call to that farmer yesterday morning.
Did you feel stupid?
Fuck yeah.
Is he a friend of yours, though?
Yeah, he's a friend. I go, Oh, rascal, how's it going?
Oh, rascal.
When it's snowing and someone calls you out of the blue, you know it's something fucked
It's
up.
not good.
Oh, rascal.
He's like, what's going on? I said, I'm just about being a dumbass trying to kill a duck. Oh, yeah? Like, you got a tractor over here at this place? Yeah. I'm like, he's like, well, how do I get in there? I don't think I can get in there. I go, I can take care of it. He goes, okay.
I just need to borrow your tractor. I don't need you. I need your tractor.
Right. Thank God for him, though. They'd still be there.
Yeah.
And Emily would be pissed because she'd have to come pick all fucking 10 of us up.
Yeah, if you talk about the guy on you out in Oklahoma. So during this whole debacle, there's a truck that was parked like 200 yards down the road while we were stuck in the middle of the road. And he sat there for 30 minutes until we kind of got out of the way. And he just drove right past us, didn't say, hey, do y'all need help? Nothing.
Fucking thing.
Do you know this?
All you hear about the West being nice is bullshit. He didn't even offer to help.
Blake, did you know this guy?
No, I didn't recognize it. He did. He sat there and waited for us to get out of the road and then just hauled ass right by us. Didn't say a fucking thing.
In Texas,
Fuck
someone
no, he'd
would
have to get put. He'd be put to work. He don't want to get out in that shit either. He probably had lace ups
I think
on
that
and he
was an
didn't want.
out-of-towner because
Had to be an out of towner.
had to be someone that didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, that's not the Nebraska way at all.
That is,
They didn't know what they were doing, but they drove right past us fine.
yeah. I don't know why they're dicking around here. We didn't get stuck.
Jesus.
Yeah, it hasn't been fun.
Well,
Most snow I've ever seen.
most snow you've ever seen. See there, Lawson?
At
You were
once.
there at a historic moment.
Listen to this real quick. This has nothing to do with you dumbasses getting stuck. Did you see, Lawson, you may have about the kidnapping up in the panhandle of Texas yesterday? Did you see that, Andy?
No.
Some kid, a teenage kid, was up in the panhandle around Plainview or somewhere, and there were some guys on the side of the road that had a blowout, and he stopped. They kidnapped him and took him to a barn and tied him up. And when he got there, there was other kids in the barn that were tied up, and he cut himself free and another guy free, and they overdid the kidnapper and got out there. And the FBI's in the panhandle right now looking for that barn where all these kids are tied up at.
So here's this. I just saw the thing. FYI, we have some friends from Rawls, great parents, and even, this is a Facebook post, and have an even more awesome son. He just turned 16 last night in Rawls. He stopped to help someone he thought to have had a blowout. They kidnapped him from Rawls, Texas, which is right outside of Lubbock for people who don't know. When I say our boy, I mean I love him like my own, blah, blah, blah. They tied him up, took him out to a barn between Plainview and Cress. Where's Cress?
It's a little town right outside of Plainview. West of
There were
there.
other kids in the barn. He used his pocket knife to free himself. Once he was free, he got another boy free. They overpowered the kidnapper, and he was able to get out to his truck and get help. What a fucking mess.
What kind of world are we living in, though? That's fucking crazy.
Jeff, you say that all the time.
It just blows my mind
That's
every
just
day.
nice.
It's happened forever, Jeff.
Hey, Lawson, you might want to cut them down to about 6. You might be needing to ration those
You
things, okay?
start rationing
Just have
yourself.
6.
Easy.
Yeah. Just have 6 of them.
That's what the Donner Party said,
Yeah.
bud, with their beef jerky. What'd you say?
One Red Bull will last me.
How much do you have? How many Red Bulls do you have?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Fuckers
Oh,
never think
God.
about stocking up. That is a pure bachelor deal there. You open it up,
I will
there's
make
some
it.
milk that's been out for 3 months, a half a gallon of milk, and that's it. Maybe 4 eggs.
But don't worry, we were making fun of all them fuckers at Walmart last night.
Look at these assholes.
Blake,
What, have they never seen snow before? Fucking pussies.
yeah, that's what they say. Blake, do you have food in your house?
Well, yeah, Emily takes care of that. She's a good preparer.
Well, good deal. So are you going to take the picture of what you're eating for dinner and show it to them when they're stuck still tonight?
Oh yeah, we got eggs and bagels for breakfast. We have having coffee.
Listen, Blake, you just said we'd be out by 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it ain't
You'll be out by
happening.
1.
He's preparing you now for
Yeah.
when the inevitable comes.
In about 3 days, you're going to tell Lawson, yeah, you fucking pig, you had to eat all them pretzels
You
and
ate
shit.
all those
Jeff
pretzels
told
on the
you had
podcast.
just 6.
We're going to be at each other's throats in a couple hours.
Yeah. Who's getting 8?
Nothing makes the trip feel longer than it should be when you got to sit in a fucking house together for 2 days.
Who's gonna eat who first? Who's gonna be the first? Who's gonna get cannibalized? Alex, Josh, or Lawson?
Alex, 100%. Because Stoner and Lawson, they'll team this up.
Yeah. What part are y'all going to eat of him first? You know, they say the ass has got the most meat on it right there. Y'all will be Traegering his ass tomorrow probably for something to eat.
A little bit of poppy butt.
Yep.
God.
Some cream cheese and poppy.
I asked Stoner this morning, it's like, you butcher one of them guineas yet?
Oh, y'all have guineas?
They have guineas in the front yard. The landlords have
My
them.
dad said that's great food.
We also have a couple goose breasts. We're saving those for when it gets back.
Yeah, that would be my last thing I'd want to eat also. If I'm stuck so long a goose tastes good, we are fucking in bad trouble.
Oh, we do have a pile of pheasant breasts in the freezer.
Oh, well,
yeah,
fuck.
you're
You know,
good.
so look at Lawson. He's like, what the fuck? They ain't said nothing about pheasant.
I'm eating pretzels.
Yeah.
I'm eating peanut butter filled pretzels, and we got pheasant in the freezer.
This could be an episode of Chopped. You can take some of them pretzel deals and put it around the pheasant and make a good crust for it.
Oh, yeah. Nice little breading on it, and we can deep fry it. Do we have oil?
Do we have oil? No.
No.
I'm back.
We have no lard to cook it in.
The tractor has been retrieved.
All right.
Out W20.
How long until Sean gets a tractor stuck between them? That's going to be the next call.
5-6 minutes.
5-6
maybe.
minutes.
That's the next call.
Yeah.
He got to the though.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long does it take for a tractor to get 15 miles?
That tractor for an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, I bet it'll be driving for an hour. Well, with the snow, probably an hour and a half.
I was gonna say, in those conditions, you still think it's gonna be an hour?
Hopefully he filled it up.
Somebody call him.
Somebody
I'll
call
call
him.
him and make sure he fills it up with diesel before he leaves the shop.
Oh, these job. Someone.
What's wrong with it? I think we're out of gas.
Yeah, you dumbass.
I can
We
see
don't
it
even
now.
carry diesel at
Oh.
the shop.
Blake, I forgot to. Hey, Blake, I'm up here. I forgot to fill it up with diesel.
I'm about a mile from their house.
And I'm out of.
Yeah.
Could someone bring 50 gallons of diesel, please? Where you at? Oh, right outside your driveway.
Oh, shit.
If he's here by 11:30, we're gonna be killing ducks by 2.
Yeah, on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Y'all have got this all planned out now.
Are y'all just going to take the tractor to the field?
We might, honestly.
See them all hanging on it and shit?
It's a cab tractor, so it's not that bad.
How many of y'all
Right.
can fit in it?
Well, 3 in the bucket, 2 in the cab.
There you guys, 5 of you.
We'll just have a little buddy heater in the cab or in the bucket.
In the bucket, yeah.
Y'all have got it all planned
God,
out.
that'd be something.
I mean, I got it. You haven't executed it yet, but we do at least have a plan. So
The
There's
Ducks have won the battle, but we're wagering on war.
that's right.
The one thing on our side is there's only like 3 or 4 spots that we got to dig out, and then we're golden.
Till we
3
find
or 4 spots too many.
Now, Blake, I want to get Emily's perspective on this. Is she hoping that this happens so everybody can leave, or is she happy that this misery has set upon y'all?
She thinks it's funny when we go through heartache.
Right.
I can see why.
Well, just me.
Yeah,
I guess just me.
Yeah. I understand.
Have you done any wedding planning since you've been home?
You do have a lot of time now. We can start getting these addresses.
We've been doing addresses all fucking
See
morning.
there? That's good.
What are y'all's colors,
Hey,
Blake? Blake.
Thanks, Jeff, you asshole. Blue.
Blue.
Some shade of blue.
Blue.
2 shades of blue.
Hey,
It does go with your eyes.
When do I have to get fitted by?
March.
March 31st.
Oh no.
you might
I
have
know that Emily's wedding dress is white.
Good. Shows purity. Good move.
What's the other color?
What are the other colors?
Magenta? Are we doing the red or whatever? Purple? Burgundy.
Burgundy.
Champagne. Burgundy, champagne, and 2 shades of blue.
Right.
Twilight and Neptune.
Right.
I can't believe you'd call me out like that, Jeff.
I just asked what her colors were. What's
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
Her
asshole.
color is white.
I figured you knew what
I know her dress is white and my suits are blue.
There you go.
Neptune.
Neptune. Twilight.
Walleye fishing when you come up early.
Wrong. They're not Neptune.
So this is a jacket wedding, so I have to wear a jacket and everything for this.
In August. Yes.
That sucks.
You can wear whatever you
Okay, I'm
want.
wearing
No,
shorts.
he needs to be in a jacket, Blake.
No, shorts and a
There's a semi-
Okay, it's
God damn, Lawson's eating again.
Kit Kat.
He's a grown boy.
You would not make it on the plains, bud. Wagon spokes broke, and like fucking Lawson just eats all of the beef jerky and uses all the salt.
Alex is gonna look real good by about 6 o'clock.
The way Lawson's eating.
Lawson would switch back to refried beans real quick.
That actually sound good with the tortilla.
Why would you want to live here?
Blake said it's once in a lifetime.
It's usually not this bad, Lofton.
We've been snowed in twice here. We got snowed in when the kids were younger, and we got snowed in at Christmas one time. We had a blizzard here, about 16 or 17 inches. But luckily, we had a house full of food.
Oh,
Alex
I'm lucky. Emily took good care of the preparation.
Imagine if the electricity was out, Lawson. It could be so much worse.
Yeah, we got Blake's Netflix account, so we're good.
No, but the electricity was there. That wouldn't work either. Need no TV.
How
I know that, but
this is how unprepared Alex is. He has a wood burning stove, but has no fire.
Wood stove.
I would like to say I'm shocked by this, but I'm not.
But
Same with the guy forgetting to put diesel in the tractor. If this guy called you and was out, I wouldn't be shocked either.
Don't
Just from
worry,
the
guys.
stories you've told me.
I got a good wood burning stove. Just come here. We'll make it.
Yep.
Oh fuck! I forgot to
Right.
get firewood.
Burning the furniture.
all we have are these dollar bills in our walls. Well, we're gonna have to burn them.
Just like boxes.
Jeff, do you remember the Seanisms that we were talking about?
Yes.
That would be one of the Seanisms, forgetting to put diesel in the tractor.
That's why I said
Finally,
something.
after 2 days, gets to a tractor and forgets to fill it up with diesel.
Did he have to go back and put fuel in it?
Alex,
I don't know. Alex texted him. He didn't call him.
of course.
His phone's probably not. He's probably not
Probably
paying
forgot his
attention to his phone. Mm.
Yeah, but Alex is the kind of person you'll call him and he won't answer, and then you send him a Snapchat and he replies right away.
Right.
New age. New age.
New age
That's
people.
what that is. We don't understand those people. All right.
Well, you guys enjoy the huddling and cuddling.
Enjoy the camaraderie.
We'll
Lawson,
try.
I'll see you when I see you, bud. Good luck up there, and start, maybe with like the thigh of Alex. I've always heard that's a real meaty part. And best of luck.
Best of luck.
Gonna be a battle royale between you and Stoner after Alex is gone. So I don't know.
I'd start thawing out those pheasant breasts pretty quick though.
If,
We'll be
if
killing ducks by 3.
if we can get out today, then we'll probably see you in a couple weeks up in Deadwood, Andy.
All right.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna go up there and get blizzarded in.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that'll
supposed to be
all right.
real cold that week. So good for you.
Supposed to be real
Jeff,
cold.
you should.
Built for it.
They can't even fucking predict the weather a week out. They thought they were only going to get 3 inches last time. Got 18.
Yeah, that's no shit.
The only person for sure getting 3 inches around there is a certain woman.
That's right.
Keep moving that mouse around.
Once we're
Keep
married.
moving that mouse around. That's why she's wearing white, Jeff.
So Blake's got to do it twice then?
There goes
Yeah.
there goes
Here goes-
Lawson.
Eating up the fucking rations.
Hey, shout out to Bentley Murdoch for eating half of my peanut butter pretzels. In times like this, we need
He's
them.
laughing. He's sitting right here laughing at the
Bentley's
door.
standing here watching this.
Are you jealous of them, Ben?
Fucking eat 5 or 6 handfuls.
Ben's wearing a t-shirt in the office right now. He says he ain't jealous at all. Well, so is
Jealous at
Stoner.
all.
Yeah.
Bentley is not. He is rejoicing in y'all's misery.
Hey, how's my boy Adam?
How's Adam? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Pheasant hunted the other day, done great.
Stood right by him the whole time. He's in the house right now. So he's doing better here than he would be in Nebraska.
Yep.
Don't turn him into a little couch dog.
He already is.
Got to
He's
keep him
working.
active. Him and Bentley have been running every morning. So
You been running?
running alongside Tony on his bike.
Running over here to get snacks, he said.
Yeah.
All right, y'all boys be safe.
We got
Love
plenty of
y'all,
food here.
and stay out of trouble and try to stay warm. And it ain't happening at 1 o'clock.
No, they're gonna be out before.
Okay.
They're gonna be shooting ducks by. They're gonna be throwing decoys out by 1 o'clock.
That's right.
Send me snaps. I want to see the mallard beatdown.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, love you guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye
Love
bye.
you. Bye.
What a shit show.
The funny thing is, when I said something about that diesel fuel, I knew that was what was going to happen, though.
Yeah, Blake looked at you like this. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, that's what's going to happen is that kid's going to forget to get there. Oh, ride a diesel. Well, we can get a diesel truck here on Monday.
Part of me was like really jealous of them because we all left the lodge at the same time Monday, and
You went to hunt and they went there.
I went to hunt, and they were headed to Nebraska, and I was like, man, they're gonna go shoot honkers, mallards. So I'm a little bit like the women in this situation.
So you're glad they're fucking miserable.
A little bit, because I
Ben
was
is too. Look at him. Ben's enjoying this too.
I was like, man, they're gonna go fucking have a great time. They were sending me Snapchats from the bar Monday night, and I'm at a basketball game, and they're fucking drinking and having. That's what I was gonna ask them about the bar, or Lawson. They're having the time of their lives, and
don't it suck that we live in a town that don't have a little bar like that?
I was a little jealous. And then the next day, I was texting them, and then they went radio silent for several hours. And then I started getting Snapchats of everybody stuck.
And then you laughed.
And I was like, I don't hate this.
Misery loves company.
But now that they've spent 2 days inside, I do hope that they go shoot some ducks.
Well, I
hope that it's worth. I hope Lawson has a really good time up there. I don't want them to be totally miserable, but this little snag.
Well, I don't want to see them miserable. I hope they get out pretty soon and have
They
fun.
will. They're gonna get out.
That would suck though.
It'll be great hunting. So I'm excited to see all of that. But anyway, I thought this would be a fun podcast to do because it has sounded like a shit show up there.
They just charged Alec Baldwin in the
Really?
fatal shooting. Yep, involuntary manslaughter. I hope that fucker he goes to jail.
I thought you said that this happened in Kansas. That
What
they
happened
took
in
the boys
Kansas?
to Kansas.
Huh? No. What are you talking about?
This kidnapping.
No, I never said nothing about Kansas.
I thought you did.
No, I said they took him in a barn
To
somewhere outside of
Kansas.
Plainview. I never said Kansas.
I'll have to roll this back. I'm pretty sure you did.
Throw a flag and go back. It didn't. No, it
I'm
was around.
challenging
It's
it.
in the Plainview. I said somewhere in the Panhandle of Texas. The FBI's looking for this barn. It's just crazy that shit goes on like that.
It's happened forever.
I don't. Well, you know why? Because we don't shoot people.
What about Ed Gein?
Who?
Ed Gein.
Who's Ed Gein?
He is the guy that they made Silence of the Lambs about. He's Buffalo Bill, basically, from Silence of the Lambs.
What about him?
Well, he happened in the 50s.
I'm not saying this but it's getting more common shit like this now.
I
There
don't
was
think
weird
so.
fuckers a long time ago.
I
but
don't
there-
think so.
I do.
I don't think
You
it's
always
any,
say
I don't
that.
think it's any more common now than it was 50, 60 years ago. You just didn't hear about it because you could get away from it. Or you wouldn't. People would just do this and then they'd leave town.
There was no big trafficking of kids like there is now. It's more and more prevalent all the time.
I disagree.
I disagree with your disagree.
Wholeheartedly.
But what they
disagree.
should do is, if you started putting a bullet in these fuckers' heads, if you get caught child sex trafficking and that'd just shoot you between the fucking
Well, we don't know that
eyeballs.
this was sex trafficking.
Why they have a bunch of people tied up in a barn? I don't know what they were going to do with them. But
Maybe he was going to start cutting limbs off. I don't
he
know.
may have. But if you'd start shooting these fucking people, people quit doing this shit. I'm telling you right now, if you do a violent crime against someone, they ought to kill you.
I don't disagree with that, but
And if they do that shit, people would stop doing it. It's real simple. You get caught trafficking shit across the border and they shoot you between the eyes, next guy's going to think twice about doing that shit. You hear people all the time, well, he was out for murder and stuff. How the hell do you get out of prison for murder?
it's overpopulated because of a bunch of petty shit.
What's petty shit? What do you think's petty?
Drug charges.
You think that's petty? So if you're
Well-
trafficking a kilo of cocaine, that's petty?
No. There's a bunch of people that are in prison for small drug charges.
Not very many. Back in 1973, maybe. Today, no. 2023, no. Most of those people are out now. Now, if you go 10 times in a row for doing petty shit, eventually it's not petty no more. If you get caught selling pot on the corner 10 times in a row, they shouldn't let you fucking out no more. You're breaking the law. Now, if that's going to be a crime. But if meth, you shouldn't be fucking all out all the time. You get a chance to get out, you go back and you fuck up again, they can leave you there.
I'm looking at the statistics here.
Okay.
So I'm not going to find it in time.
But there's people out all the time that do all kinds of shit. Kidnapping, rape, murder. You see it, you hear about it all the time. He was a convicted
So what do we need
murderer.
to do? We need to build more prisons?
No, start shooting fuckers. If you kill somebody and you murder someone, they ought to shoot you.
What should you get shot for? Because I
Murder.
just told you that prisons are overcrowded because of drug charges. So
You
we're going
said petty.
we're going to keep all of the drug dealers in prison.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do we start shooting people? Because we can't fit any more inmates.
If you have a longer than 25-year sentence, I'd shoot them.
Just shoot them.
Yep.
What if you get arrested at 18 and you've got this chance at getting out whenever you're 33
You shouldn't have done it.
and maybe be a productive member of society when you get out in your early 30s?
Should have been smarter if you got a 25-year sentence.
America is at 103.9% of its prison capacity.
Start shooting people that have some empty beds.
But it's because everybody's in there for small shit. Some people are.
What if someone attacked your kids? Do you think they should get out of prison?
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the reason that we're overcrowded is because we're hanging on to people for too long.
Well, they broke the fucking law. That's the problem we have. No bail.
What about tax evasion? Should you be in prison for tax evasion? Should Bernie Madoff be in a maximum security prison? Is he dead now, maybe?
They should have shot him. He was going to be there for 100 years. It's a waste of time. You're not going
Okay.
to get out.
But he did a nonviolent crime. He should still be shot between the eyes?
Why waste our time? He should be shot for the shit he did. Yes.
But I'm saying.
Yes, they should have killed Bernie Madoff. Life sentence. If you get a life sentence, they had to kill you. Make it life. Why'd you get a life sentence? Why spend the money to keep someone in prison for 60 years? Kill them.
Well, I don't understand it either, but that's the way that the system is.
I mean, if someone gets caught peddling meth and they get a 10-year sentence, 5-year sentence, I've got no problem with them serving their time and come back out. They get caught a second time doing the same shit, then that's bullshit. There has to come a time where we stop letting people out of fucking, or we just keep them, just lock them up, just shoot them. I mean, there comes that time. You know, I know a guy from Wichita Falls that bashed a lady's head in with a bat. He's been in prison for 27 years. He's going to be there for 60 years. Shoot him. You're wasting money.
The recidivism rate is astronomical. I just saw it, but I can't find it now. Maybe the time in prison is too easy. Do you think that might be the case?
Put them on work chains again. And
prison
stuff.
should be prison. It shouldn't be this country club where we've got, because we had a guy that we know, and he said if you're going to get arrested, you need to go to federal prison. So if you're looking at state charges,
Commit a federal crime.
Go steal some mail or something and go to federal prison, because there it is it's much easier than state penitentiary. So, I mean, I don't know what Bernie Madoff's setup was, but I mean, I'm sure he got satellite television.
But he was in prison for the rest of his life, and I think he died in prison. And he should have died for day one. If they give you a 100-year sentence, life sentence, 50 years, 60 years, 3 life sentences running concurrent, fuck it, just kill him.
Yeah, he died in 2021.
But it's all screwed up. See, these people in California know now that if they steal up to $700 worth of shit, they don't even file charges on them. So they steal $650 worth of shit.
Right.
I saw a picture the other day of a guy going into a Louis Vuitton shirt store with a bat and a bag, and he busted up some shit, grabs stuff, put it in his bag, and just walks out. Nobody does something to him. Well, you know what? If you shoot that motherfucker, the next guy will think twice about doing it.
Okay, so I've got the statistics here. Drug offenses make up 45% of inmates in prison. Extortion makes up 4.6%. Homicide, kidnapping, 3.2%. Immigration, 4.9%. So anyway, most of your charges, most of the people that are in prison are there because of drug offenses.
Yes, but it's not some guy just selling a petty bag of weed in the corner. Most of those people are bringing in meth, fentanyl, stuff like that. So if someone brings in a bunch of fentanyl, should we just let them go?
I think you should send them back to the country that they were bringing it in from. Make it their problem, not
Okay,
ours.
someone selling fentanyl in town, in Abilene, Texas. A white, Cracker Joe White, selling fentanyl, and what do you do to him?
Weapons make up 21%. That's got to be somewhere else.
But
Where's that at?
there has to come a time where you quit fucking making it easy on these people. Put them all on a work gang. If you go to prison, you know it's going to suck. I went to
It
school.
should suck.
I went to school with a guy who got a bunch of DWIs. He's dead now. He was a funny guy, friend of mine, really good friend of mine. I really liked him, and he died. But anyways, he was in prison for like his third DWI. He was in jail, Archer County. He was sitting under a tree while the guys were working, and they were sweeping and mopping and cleaning. And the guard come over and kicked him in his fucking leg. He said, "You get your ass up and you start hoeing this field right, or this bushes right here and hoeing." He goes, "Fuck you." He goes, "I'm in jail." He goes, "I don't work when I'm out of jail. I damn sure ain't gonna work while I'm in jail." But that's what he did. But he's not gonna work, you know. Right. But that's the problem. If you made jail miserable, but guys know that they're hungry and it's cold, winter's coming. If I can go do something, get put in jail, at least I'll be warm for 3 months and I'll have something to eat all the time. Well, you know, we got to make it prison miserable. Like Life, when you watch that show with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Mm-hmm. Them fuckers are on a work chain all day long.
Right.
You know, is it inhumane? No, it's work. You know, if you want something inhumane, don't get caught. You know, that's the key. If you don't want to don't do something, don't get caught. But there's a lot of things. Yeah, some guy selling $100 worth of pot on the deal, he shouldn't be in prison for 10 years. I agree with that. But how often do we let go before we have to do something to him? Do we let him get caught 57 times? It's scary sometimes, some of the people's rap sheets, how many times they've been arrested. In our little town, we've got people that's been arrested 10, 15, 20 times. And they go to jail for a month, and then they're back on the streets doing the same shit again. Well, what do we do to change their minds where they don't do this shit?
What happened right here? That's a chart of incarcerations.
Well, we have a lot more people. People were
we don't have that many more people.
No, people
it's
were more,
up 200% since over the 500% since the last 40 years.
But
so that takes you back to the 80s.
Okay, you want me to tell you?
It's got to be Reagan's war on drugs.
No, you want me to tell you what it is? It's 2-parent families.
Right there.
Fuck yeah, that's what happened. That's when you start going these numbers. That's when we started going to single parent homes all the time.
It's actually down since 2009.
No respect, no nothing.
We peaked in 2009.
Yeah, look what it is now. It's way down. It's down to a third.
Million.
It's down a third from 1.6 to 1.2. So it's not really a third, but 25%, 20% down. But that all this trend from 1925, people, it was embarrassing to get in trouble. Your family was. People fought better at stuff. I mean, we stayed right at 100,000 people in prison, basically, until 58?
We doubled, basically. In 75, there's 240. In 30 years, we added 100,000 to the prison population.
But we stayed, as our population's done, the percentage probably is pretty close up until 1971. Because I'm going to tell you, as a kid, growing up, you didn't hardly know anybody that went to prison. Right. You very seldom knew someone that was in prison. And most prison sentences were 5 to 10 years back then, and people worked hard in prison. They didn't want to go back to prison. That also, people go back all the time. 1 in 7 people in U.S. prisons are serving a life sentence. There you go. You can knock down 14% of it right there by shooting all of them. Are you against that? If you're in life prison,
what is now when you're in prison? If you're serving life, how do you get an unlimited amount of appeals?
You're in for life. You're not going nowhere.
You can appeal it.
I'm sure you get 3 appeals.
You get 3 appeals.
That's what you get for a death sentence. I don't know about life sentences.
I would say after the 3rd appeal that, yes, you should be put to sleep.
Okay.
But what's the difference? I don't understand why the legal system would differentiate between we're going to keep you in here for however long you happen to live versus let's just put a needle in your arm.
Because some states don't believe in that. They don't want to put people to sleep.
So in Texas, can you serve a life sentence in Texas? We have the death penalty.
Probably 14% of our population in prison is in life sentences.
But why? I don't understand that.
Because people don't think it's heinous enough to give them a death sentence.
But we're just going to let you waste away in this cage?
Yeah, because a bunch of fucking attorneys are involved and people are getting paid. But yes, they should. They should fucking put them to sleep.
I think that if you are serving a life sentence, I think you should go through the appeal process. If you are still found guilty after all of your appeals, then yeah, you should be put to sleep.
I agree. And I think most people would be that way. I know a couple of people that are in prison for life for murder. And they'd be better off if they'd have done that 20 years ago to both of them. And I know a lot of people have been to prison that are great people now that have learned, but they did their time. They served their time. And
they weren't in there for life.
No,
they were in there for
whatever the hell they're in there for. But they did their time and they did it and stuff. And the ones I know will tell you they don't want to go back to that motherfucker.
Right.
But they also had lives outside of prison. But these people here, a lot of these people don't have any other life. That's their life. They go to jail every 3 weeks, you know. We got people in town. You can say, where's JoJo at today? Oh, he's locked up again. He's in county. He's in Abilene. He's in Taylor County. He's in Wichita County. You know, he's in Tarrant County. And then he'll be back, and then 3 weeks later, where's he at again? Oh, now he's at Big Spring, you know. They go back and forth to jail all the time, and they don't think nothing of it. And most of those people, you know who they blame? The system. You know? And just like that deal that said black use or 4 times more bigger chance of them going to prison. Well, you know what? That's, you know, it starts at home. You know? But we need more mom and dads raising kids. That's our biggest problem we have right now.
The the U.S. spends $81 billion a year on mass incarcerations.
So what's the answer? We can't let people out because you see what's going on in California and New York right now where they have this cashless bail system. You get arrested, you spend the day in jail for 14 hours, they let you out without any bail because there's nothing to hold you there.
More than 2 million Americans are incarcerated. This is according to 2001. This is a PBS article.
So we could knock that down by 14% right off the bat if they're in there for life.
How many people does America have? 80.
300 million people.
300 million people.
And we have how many in jail? 2 million.
2 million.
2 million people in jail, and 280,000 of them are on debt life sentences. So we can knock out 10% or 14% of our cost right off the bat. And I'm sure there's someone right now that's in prison that got in trouble in 1975 for having marijuana on them that's fallen through the cracks that should be out of prison. And there's probably a lot of guys like that in there. That we need to fix that problem. But we can't just let people out of, you know, we just can't let people out because it's a little crime. I mean, for certain crimes. If you're pulling a bunch of fentanyl or meth over the border, they ought to put you in prison for 10 years. You know, otherwise we'd all be doing it. Let me ask you a question. If someone told you could bring 5 kilos of cocaine over and they're going to give you $100,000, and if you got caught, you're going to go to jail for a month, would you take that chance?
I'm searching for what was the question?
If someone said, Andy, if you'll take 5 pounds of cocaine and you'll take it from Mexico City and you'll take it to Phoenix, Arizona, and we'll give you $100,000.
No, because that's a hamster wheel you don't get off.
Hold on. And the penalty, if you get caught, is only go to jail for 3 weeks or 4 weeks. That'd be a risk a lot of people would be willing to take.
A lot of people would, but I also know that there's no end game that is a good end game.
I'm not talking about that part of the deal. I'm talking about how many more people would do that if there wasn't no sentence to them. If you got caught and it was just 3 weeks or 4 weeks in jail, and you know that you're going to get caught every 3rd time or 4th time, but you're still going to make a couple $100,000 each time you do it, you're going to keep doing it. There's no reason to keep you to not do it.
Right.
You know, that's why we have prisons, to keep people from doing shit.
Anyway.
But that's my thoughts on all that stuff. How we got there from Nebraska to this, I have no idea. Anyways, it's on those kids, that kidnapping shit. If they done something to stop this, that's just scary as shit. The way that they, I'm curious to find out how this story plays out. Why these people are getting kidnapped?
And was it all teenage boys? Was it a mixture of people? So I mean, obviously he had a. That's why I don't stop for people, Jeff.
I know you don't.
I'm a good-looking kid. Like, you know, I could be the face on the milk carton.
Well, unfortunately, maybe I'll be one of them that's on there because I do stop all the time.
I don't think you met this guy's demographic.
No,
unless
probably
there's a middle-aged, husky white fella tied up.
Yeah. Is there some fat guy in overalls over there? Let's tie him up.
So here's another, could you imagine being tied up and you see one kid get free and he cuts loose one person?
Not you.
Cut fucking me.
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm the one right here. Come get me.
Get me. And it said they overpowered the guy.
I'd beat the fuck out of that dude and get everybody else out of there.
They overpowered the fella.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, you know.
They ought to kick this.
Nobody's thinking clearly at that point. But once he's on the ground, you'd kind of figure, well, we've got him where we need him.
Well, I hope they catch the other. I hope they find the other people, and I hope something happens. It's a horrible life. I'm telling you, that's just sad. That's scary. But that's how about the poor fucker that wakes up at some bar, wakes up, he's in a bathtub with ice, and his kidneys are gone.
Yeah.
That shit happens all the time too.
All the time. Locked up abroad. I've seen it.
I'm gonna watch that. There's a show coming out right now where a lady does an interview with guys that is an organ harvester.
Really?
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
It'd be a real interesting deal to how those people black market sell that shit. You know, Walter Payton had a chance to buy a kidney or something, liver or whatever he needed a transplant of.
Should have done it.
Well, he didn't do it. He said it wasn't right for him to go above people because he could pay for it.
So here is an article. Over 1 million people. This can't be right. This says that 1 million people are incarcerated in the U.S. for marijuana. I bet that's a biased. And how that can't be right.
Well, it depends. Are you talking about
Well, they
someone
just said that would be half. It just said that 2 million people are incarcerated.
Right. Well, that could be, but
half.
But could you imagine? But here's the deal on that. Are we talking about a guy that's just driving home from Colorado and stops and gets arrested with something? We talking about that guy, or are we talking about someone bringing over 5 pounds of marijuana on their back?
Well, and another thing that I'm wondering is if they just threw on the marijuana charges along with something else.
That could be.
Because I can't see that half of the inmates are in jail for weed.
No, but
this has to be like a biased article is what I'm saying, but I don't have time to sift through this article right now.
You know, they say the Chicago violence is a lot of that's over marijuana.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be interesting to see what this fentanyl craze does, because that's the new thing now. And that's what the big Sonora cartel, that's what the big Mexican fight's over right now, is the fentanyl.
Not according to one guy.
Well, according to what guy?
One guy just says that this Sonora thing is doing a power grab, and they do not have El Chapo's mindset of let's keep peace and not draw attention to us. It is let's cause as much chaos as we can right now, kill as many people as we can, and then we'll take it over through fear.
But that cartel is big in the fentanyl business, big time. That's what they've done now. They've transformed their whole business into fentanyl. And it's that Sonora, Mazatlan, Cabo, that area over there is where it's all at. What's the other name? Cali? It's not Cali. There's a name for it, but it's the
Mezcal.
No.
I don't know.
There's a town over there, but anyways, that's where all that shit's coming from. But it's the El Chapo area over there. But it is they arrested his son, and when they arrested his son, it's all went to shit. I told you when we were in Puerto Vallarta last year, a guy told me that the guy that was our driver, he told me, he said, yeah, the cartel's everywhere here, but you're safe here because they do not want to mess with tourists. They don't want to mess up the tourism here. So he said they don't mess with tourists. He said they do not. He said if you mess with the tourists, they catch you, they're going to take care of you themselves. Well, that all shit may be happening.
So right here it
now.
says, this is according to opistreatment.com. I don't know where they got their statistics. Over 1 million people are incarcerated in the U.S. for marijuana, most for simple possession charges.
I bet you that's considering the people that are in jail at the present time. Whether you're locked up just for a day or two, I bet that's everybody. I bet that's what they're doing.
This is more than those who are in federal prison for murder, rape, and other violent crimes on the federal level.
I'll bet you that's if you took Miami-Dade and Dallas and all them big counties and the guys are arrested.
Every single little podunk charge?
Yes, that's arrested, and they're going to make bail later that day. And I bet you marijuana's got a lot to do with it.
Right.
I tell you what, when you watch shows like Cops and all that stuff, it's crazy how many people they pull over. It's got smoking pot in their car.
Yeah.
I watched the game warden Lone Star Law the other day, and he pulled up on a guy, and the guy was fishing and was smoking pot, and he could smell it.
Yeah.
So who knows? All right, let's get off here.
Yep, about to have hunters come in. So thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope this was entertaining, and pray for our guys stuck in Nebraska. They were last seen headed north. Go check out our sponsors. Go check out Dive Bomb Industries, Pacific Calls. Listen, it is snow goose season just around the corner. They got a great snow goose call, and it's not too early for turkey season. Bosch Shot Shells, Mossberg, Gundog Outdoors, Shin Gear Waders, Lucky Duck, Looking Glass Podcast, The Hunt Proof app, Alpha Outdoor Specialties, Bangtail Whiskey, Stanfield Hunting Outfitters, Dirty Duck Coffee, Double T British Kennels, and Ducks Unlimited.
We got to do a football.